Hello, my name is Nicolas Michel, and today we are going to take a look at a very specific system that I've been developing on the past months, the MCL-SIT. So although it's still in development, and therefore still in French, it is now entering its final development stage and is already downloadable on the GitHub link in the video description. I'm only going to do something. So SIT stands for Système d'Information Tactique, or Tactical Information System. This software has been developed for being used on DCS WORLD, the public branch of MCS Simulator. The aim was the following: complement the French pack and the tactical bot that I have developed and described in my portfolio. Allow better tactical awareness for any user, will it be in an aircraft or on the ground, and allow a complete control over battlefield via shared data among other users, other SIT users and in-game aircraft players. To begin with, I will need to connect to a main server. So this SIT works this way. On the DCS WORLD dedicated server, a Python hook file is installed in DCS. This hook will allow, through world state, to write a JSON file, which will be read in UDP by a node server. And then the SIT client, which I'm using right now, the SIT client will connect via WebSocket to this distant server. This way, the SIT can use the SIT client can be used on any computer with or without DCS installed, and even on phones don't have yet really worked on it, but it's basically compatible on phones. Simply some key bindings maybe to properly add with a phone. So once the client is launched, we will go to multi, which is here. I'm not going to do it because I'm already connected. Enter the proper credentials, and now we've got a live access to what is going on DCS. So the SIT originally was only supposed to be a useful complement for the French pack Leclerc tank. So this beauty, because I needed simply a C4 ASR or C2, C3, whatever system to complement it. But now it is fully autonomous and allows full control and command abilities of the battlefield from any point of view. As you can see, I'm going to do it. Up. The battlefield topography is calculated once, and a map can be displayed on the battlefield area. You can disable or enable the map. For now, I'm going to keep it disabled because it will be clearer for presentation purpose. First thing you'll notice is that all friendly units are displayed. Although random errors can bring a vehicle to stop emitting for sometimes, it is made on purpose simply to simulate, radio issues or something bad happening. So you can see that you've got some example here. We've lost contact. Actually, as they are nearby the front line, it's far more plausible that they are simply dead, but we don't yet have the confirmation. I'm going to do something for now. I will describe it later. So first thing first, you are able to control the units. So you can select one unit, you can select two units, you can select all the units, and you can give them orders, for example. You can set their speed, here. You can set their formation. You can set their rules of engagement. The small blue and red icons that you can see, like here or here, are kill reports. Actually, they are written by friendly units once they encountered and destroyed any target. So various tanks, perhaps, I don't really know, destroyed this SAM vehicle. Or where they spot friendly casualties. So when they spot it, so say, I think that they're dead right here, Once they will spot them, there won't be anymore the interrogation point and only the kill information. So as you can see, it's not yet entirely working. Both are displayed at the same time. It's still work in progress, but well, it's not this much of a job after all what has been done. So the map itself can be set as free, like we are, centered, or rotative. As you can see now, it is rotated with the angle of the chassis of my tank. Two additional game modes exist. Tactical Commander. I'm not going to display it because I need to disconnect and reconnect and we will lose some details. Actually, we would simply lose the drones because the SIT would consider that as I disconnected, as I left the game, I'm not anymore connected, so there are no reasons for my own data to be still displayed. I'm probably going to change it in the end. I think I will keep these things because other things are persistent, but not these ones. It was at a time where I wanted to avoid to overload the server. Now we have less problem for this. And you've got a game master wall where you basically can control the wall battlefield, so blue and red coalitions. So once we have seen this, on the right panel, you get everything to ensure yourself that you and other SIT users, as well as other DCS graph, can collaborate with you. First, you get a target point system, which allows you to pick exact coordinate data, copy them, and then using a message system to simply send them to DCS or to other SIT users. And as you can see on the top right corner now, I've got all the information I passed it, so I could basically write anything I want, but it's mainly used for coordinates. For recon, I'm going to disable it. I always forget to disable it. For recon purpose, you can send drones. So this is what I did right now. They are not yet fully deployed. I'm going to set another. So say, for example, I want him to patrol here. So we patrol between those 2 points. I can, of course, give them new orders. So go there or go there mid-flight. So their recon ability has few limits for. Obviously, there is a con of visibility, first. Secondly, they only have 15 minutes autonomy. And last, but not least, they won't transmit data in real time, but will only allow the user to display the location of any units few minutes ago. Finally, for specific gameplay purpose, they won't be able to give you the exact vehicle model they have spotted, only its category. So we don't yet have examples because they don't have yet detected something, but it won't be long, I think, for them to spot something. The point of this last point, is quite funny and funny. Basically, is to force collaboration between SIT users and actual aircraft, recon aircraft players in DCS, so that we know that there is something here. We know that it's a tank, but we don't know its model. We know that there is a SAM here, but we don't know its model. So we need better recon on this sector. It's purely gameplay reason. There are not, of course, technical limitations for this aspect. The ERBL tool will allow you basically to give an angle, so a heading and a range from any point, and to, as you can see, to display the topography from one point to another. So it's extremely useful, of course, to give a heading and a range to a friendly aircraft for its target, for example. It can too be enabled for the elevation part with the standard point and click system, as you can see, which is there centered on my own tank. So it will allow me to really understand what is going on the ground and where to set up in order, say, to ambush someone. I'm going to disable it for now. After this, we've got a plan system. So del is simply to delete something, as you can see, up. The plan system allows me to create a route plan for my own vehicle. Say there, okay. And as you can see now, I've got all the navigation data displayed. Tac. I've got the ETA, the ranges, etc. I can, of course, switch between waypoints, and anyway, when I reach the, say, the first waypoint, it will automatically switch to the next one. I won't have to touch anything. The idea is really for you to get or focus on what you are doing in-game and not this much on the SIT. The SIT is really here to discharge you of a lot of problems. And finally, once we've done this part, we've got other specific tools which are not this much important. So, for example, we've got the Wolf's missile warning system here, which is a bit cheat engine, to be honest. So it's up to the user to keep it or not. As you can see, by the way, the drones, as I said, have detected targets here and here, but they are here. We know that they are here. They were here perhaps 2-3 minutes ago. So we don't know exactly where they are now. Of course, displaying the map we can get a better understanding of what is going on. So they're going to sector 4 here. Okay, so we probably have captured the sector 4 by now. As I can see, we don't have anyone to oppose anymore. So what I said, we've got the missile 1X system. We've got the kill report that I previously mentioned. So as you can see, I can disable them. I can erase the previous kill report using this button. And finally, I've got the tools, outils panel, which will allow me, for example, to signal myself with a green flare. So in game, it does this. So it's to avoid, friendly fire, this kind of thing. To send other smokes for training purpose or anything on the map, you see. So I've got displayed 3 here. I'm going to disable this, and they should be visible somewhere. I don't know. They are. There's one here, etc., etc. We've got the draw tool, which is extremely important for collaboration between SIT users. So here you can draw basically whatever you want, any shape, anything. You can even place specific icons, as you can see. And of course, they will be shared between SIT users. And finally, we've got the PCDB system, which comes from an internal procedure we have in our squad, and which allows you to basically create situational reports for a location. So say, for example, I've got a friendly Kiowa, which noticed that there are tanks on one sector. I can simply put here up. I create my report. There are 3 tanks, says. Okay, and my report is created. And if I click on it, as you can see, I've got the information. 3 tanks are spotted here. Because of course I only have 3 drones. I did not perhaps say this, but I can only deploy 3 drones, which is already a lot. But so I cannot see everything on a complex and a complete battlefield. Once we've done this, we've basically done nearly everything. The last things which to be noted are the refuel and rearm button. So these are quick action tools actually. So basically, if I push on this, I will ask for rearm refuel, and the nearest truck will come to my help for this. As you can see, it is here, and it is coming right now to allow me to rearm refuel. I can get the information that a pilot was killed, so it's the CSR button. On this game, on this presentation, there are no other players, so I cannot really showcase you this part, but it works basically very simply. If a player gets killed, I get an alarm here. I push on the button, it will center me on the guy, and I will then have to choose, okay, do I have to send a ground CSAR operation, for example, with light armored vehicles or heavily armored vehicles? It's entirely automatic once you select. Do I have to send a mission, an automatic mission displayed to players in game for a CSAR? Or simply, do I do nothing? And the last button, configuration tools, we still have this last one, which is the ping icon, which allows you to point to someone on the SIT that there is an area of interest. For example, what is going on here? Okay. And the last one is the artillery system. So basically, I can ask for an artillery support whenever I want. So as you can see, it will detect that we have 3 artillery groups on the map: Thunder, Paladin, and Martyr. So say Thunder, and I want an artillery mission here. I select gun, cannon, 30 shells, 500-meter radius, and mission is given 270 seconds before the end of the artillery mission. And so, as I said, the last button are basically simply tools to modify, the density of topography, its brightness, loading maps. So we've got a maps library. For now, it's been developed until implemented yesterday, so I don't have other maps to display, but you could simply select a map that you want to add. The MGRS grid, of course. So as you can see, we've got now our MGRS grid, which is displayed with the names, with the numbers. And finally, the ref point, which allows me to recalculate the topography on another place. So up, if I do this here, I have the topography of this area. So as I said at the beginning of this video, The SIT is in its final stages of development. The last thing to do is to properly refine the map system so that the player can display the full game map instead of a single tactical map. All the data, as you saw right now, are shared between SIT users. So it really allows for combined arms and collaborative gameplay and training, by the way. And well, I would say that once the few little problems that I can still meet are fixed, the last thing I will have to do will be to make the English version, of course, and that's kind of all. So you can download it and test it if you wish on the GitHub link in the video description. I wish you a good day and thank you for your attention.